Ben Simmons, the drama about Ben Simmons is still going on. It feels like it's the hottest topic in basketball outside of the Nets building a complete superpower. Ben Simmons, right? The Kings are interested in trading for him. Last episode, we had a segment on Simmons on the Timberwolves and the Raptors maybe trading for him. But the Kings are in that discussion. We mentioned them briefly.
Yeah.
But they came out and they said, we are not willing to add De'Aaron Fox or Tyrese Haliburton in a Ben Simmons deal.
Mm-hmm.
De'Aaron Fox, I think we can all agree here that we agree with.
Definitely.
But do you think that Tyrese should be untouchable if they're trying to trade for Ben? Do you think they are right in making Tyrese untouchable?
Yes. Yeah, like I remember when you even said it too. You was like, "Oh, I don't think Haliburton should be untouchable." I was like, "Bro, like for Ben Simmons, like based off where he is right now, at the lowest of the lows, the fact that he hasn't improved in his game in 3-4 seasons, he even had a year off when he first came in to be better than the guys he came playing with. I don't think, and the way we seen Haliburton play, you know, he's a guy who is a little bit of a do-it-all point guard or two guard, wherever you want to slot him. He can play make, he can shoot the ball, he can, you know, go to the basket. He's a solid defender, on ball and off ball, and he's clutch. This is rookie year. I think with the fact that Sacramento, you know, the culture they're already in, you know, with the way their culture is being run, the fact that they have Luke Walton and De'Aaron Fox and Tyrese Haliburton, you don't want to lose that backcourt that you already have. And I think Ben Simmons in the position he's at, I don't think he's really at the I'm not saying Haliburton is better than Ben Simmons. Of course not, I'm not saying that. But at the position he's at, why bring in a $28+ million guy who seems to not want to get better, seems to be a diva, be Hollywood. He doesn't want to improve on his game. Why bring in that when you have a guy on a rookie deal who looks like he's going to be a really, really good high ceiling, I would say like an all-star in this league, a low-end all-star. Okay, he seems to really want to work on his game and want to be in Sacramento. Why trade that for somebody who's just a diva? I wouldn't do it. So
defense-wise, it's not close. Obviously, I'm going Ben. He's the way better defender, obviously. I'm sorry. Defense is obviously Ben's specialty.
Is it?
Come on, stop it.
We know it is.
Stop it. So to say untouchable is a little bit strong for me because obviously the hole in Ben Simmons' game is one of the biggest needs in basketball for a player to have, and that's offense. And that's a glaring need of his. But passing the ball, rebounding the ball, he's obviously going to give better. He's going to have better numbers than what Tyrese Haliburton is. But one reason that I kind of have a little bit of a pushback on that is that Tyrese Haliburton is pretty effective scoring the basketball. He's a very good free throw shooter. Ben Simmons is definitely not a good free throw shooter. He's a good three-point shooter. Ben Simmons is not a good free throw shooter. Field goal percentage is solid. He had a very efficient season.
He's
for
a
his
better
rookie
offensive
season.
player than he is.
But to say he's untouchable is a little bit too strong for me. I feel like obviously Ben's more athletic. Ben has more. He's a bigger sized dude than what Tyrese Haliburton is. The only reason why the Kings don't want to trade him is because he's so efficient and his offensive game. You're right. He has a high ceiling. But even in Ben's worst season, he averaged more points than what Tyrese Haliburton did this season. As a rookie. And listen, it was impressive. But as a rookie, Ben Simmons averaged 15.8. And that's more than what Tyrese Haliburton did.
After the sit-out year.
And I will give you – I mean, he didn't play. He was hurt.
Yeah.
He wasn't really hurt.
Of course he was. Yeah.
They sat him out the entire year.
Reclassed.
But I don't blame them. You'd rather be safe than sorry.
Safe.
Would you agree? I mean, he was your first overall pick.
He reclassed.
People reclass all the time, too.
Only Philly guys.
You know what?
Only Philly
That's a good argument there. But if you're going to pair Tyrese Haliburton with, clearly, if they seem he's untouchable, then you're not going to pair him with a Buddy Hield and get him in a deal for Ben Simmons. That's not going to happen. But I wouldn't, if I'm the Kings and the Sixers are asking for Tyrese Haliburton and a bunch of picks, to say that's like an unthinkable trade to do is a little extreme for me.
I agree with you. I agree with Ben Simmons' lover right here, Andrew. This is what I'm going to say. You know, when we talk about Tyrese Haliburton versus Ben Simmons, I don't know why he's untouchable because I think the one thing the Kings lack is defense. They need defense. And Ben Simmons came in second place in the DPOY running Many people thought he should have won it over Rudy Gobert. And you have Ben Simmons with Buddy Hield, with De'Aaron Fox, with Harrison Barnes. I think that's enough spacing. There's a stat out there that says that over the last couple of seasons, Ben Simmons has been first in assisted three-point shots, which means that he's a great playmaker, right? He's a great playmaker. I think he's a better one than Tyrese Haliburton. Right now, Hallie is in between of being a point guard and being a shooting guard. We know that he's never going to be the starter at point guard unless they trade Fox.
Facts.
And until Hield goes, he probably won't start at shooting guard unless they bench Hield. And then I think Hield is going to want out because I think he is a starter in this league. That's why I don't think Tyrese should be untouchable. I think he had a great rookie season, but if I'm projecting who I think Tyrese is going to be long term and who I see him becoming, I see him being a similar player to Malcolm Brogdon. Truthfully, do I see him being a superstar? I don't. Do I see him being an all-star? I could see it, but like you said, a low-level all-star. Malcolm Brogdon this year averaged like 21 and 8. Do I think Hallie can do that? I absolutely do. And right now, we saw Indiana try to trade Malcolm Brogdon and a first-round pick for Ben Simmons. So, for me, this is like saying, would you trade Malcolm Brogdon for Ben Simmons?
Well,
I think I would.
Malcolm Brogdon is 27, 28. Haliburton's 20 years old. So there's that. And
But Haliburton didn't average 21 and 8.
Well, he played 1 year. So
I know. I'm just saying.
Well,
who do you think Haliburton is his ceiling?
No, I agree. We have the same. I wouldn't say Brogdon, but we have the same low end all star. You know, I don't know, like,
so comparing to a player.
Would he ever reach Mike Conley?
Well, yeah, I think he can. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
No, at all.
But I think, depending on the situation, you trade Mike Conley for Ben too.
I think Mike Conley was a steady point guard for a contending WCF team. So I think Haliburton's ceiling is probably like. Do we think he's better?
Conley too
Do we think he
far-fetched?
can be better than Kyle Lowry?
I think he can be similar in that tier.
I think he can be similar, but
Can we all agree that we think Kyle Lowry at this point is the better player over Ben Simmons?
Yeah, he's also 35.
That makes it even
But
worse for Ben.
When do you think Hallie can be
I
that?
don't know
though?
if Kyle Lowry, you can definitively say he's better than Ben.
You can't. It's on situation.
I asked you guys.
It's on
No, I'm gonna
situation.
say you can't definitively
it depends
say it.
on a situation. For example, for the Clippers, honestly, for the Clippers, if I'm the Clippers, I'd probably take Ben over Lowry. If I'm the Clippers,
Well, because they have a hella spacing, but
I know. But if you let's just say
So does Philly.
if you're building a franchise,
Wait, stop. No, you wouldn't.
I wouldn't say Philly has hella spacing.
No, wait. Why would you take Ben on the Clippers if they already have Paul George, Kawhi, and they don't have a point
because
guard?
Ben Simmons is the point guard.
Exactly. That's
And now you
exactly
have
it.
3 all-world defenders.
And it's like they got Rondo and they thought that they were completely changing the game. You get someone like Ben Simmons who
Let's act like Kyle Lowry's the same age as Ben Simmons. Are you taking Lowry to build a franchise around over Ben? You're not. You're not taking Lowry over him.
Who's taking Ben right now to build a franchise over?
We're not saying that. We're just saying that between Ben and Lowry,
I think they're in the same boat. You're not taking either guy right now.
But if you had to pick one, let's say you're an expansion team and those players are unprotected and you have to pick one of them to draft, you're taking Ben.
Taking the 6 with this is why
You're taking a 6'10" point guard.
exactly.
This is why I don't fully agree, because you already know his work ethic. You already know what he's been doing. You don't take the guy who hasn't proven he's gonna get better. Mike, hold on.
No,
I'll let you
I
talk.
gotta speak.
Let him finish.
Because
Let him finish.
Because we watched Kyle Lowry. Not saying then this. I'm not saying, but we've watched Kyle Lowry throughout his career be from bench player to role player to starter to good starter to perennial all-star to a 20 points. We watched the improvement.
You used to clown Lowry,
but we've watched the improvement from year in, year in. We've seen
how
him
many years
improvement.
did it take him?
It's
4 years
but
with Philly,
listen,
and
listen,
we're
but
automatically counting them
We've
out.
seen improvement. We've seen improvement. Nonetheless, however long it took, we've seen the improvement. Ben Simmons, he's 25, if I'm not mistaken. It's been 4 years.
offensively. Say that.
Defense. Let's be honest, bro. He hasn't been the same defender, bro.
Easy.
He hasn't gotten better as a defender each year. Yes, he has.
You think so?
He absolutely has.
think so?
Yes,
You think so?
absolutely has.
And are you holding Trae Young cooking him against him?
I didn't even bring that up. I didn't say anything about
that.
that.
Has to be why you're.
This is why I think, this is the thing. This is why I have problems with people that take too much into account, like these performances, these bad performances, because Ben Simmons, did he have a bad performance in playoffs?
Why do you sound like me right now?
Is this his first one? No.
It's not. But this is what I got to say, man. Like, he's still a
I
great
wasn't hearing
player.
this a month
Great?
ago.
Yes, he's a great player.
He is.
I think great is
He
stretching
still
it.
adds a lot
really
of
good
value
player.
to
It's
his
a really
team.
good player.
All right.
Is
He's a
he
really good
is
player.
he not a
Is
top
he not
35
elite?
player in the league?
I can name 35 players better than Ben Simmons. I swear to God, in my life, I can name 35.
No, you
There's
cannot.
like he's not even the top 10 at his position.
He's
not
Wait, what
top-
position are you? You're categorizing him as a
He's a
point
point
guard.
Yes,
guard.
he's not top 10 at his position.
The most stacked position in the league.
He's not. It might be 15 point guards better than him. It might be depending on what
You're
you're talking
taking
about.
Kyle Lowry. You think Kyle Lowry's top 10 point guard in the league?
No.
It's definitely not. There's definitely not 15 point guards better than Ben, bro.
Oh my God.
There's not. And
Let me ask you a question,
Mhm.
real quick. Let me ask you because
Mhm.
I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you this question before I lose it. You guys said Ben Simmons was second in DPOI, right? This year he was second in DPOI. Philly anchored one of the best defenses in the league, if I'm not mistaken. It was definitely top 7.
yeah.
Yeah.
We get it.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. If you trade Ben, because Sacramento's in need of defense, if you trade Ben to Sacramento, do you think his defense would translate over? Because we've seen Ben Simmons in Philly, but look at the defenders around him. You know, Matisse, Danny Green, who's a okay defender, Embiid, who's the backbone of the defense. Obviously, do you think it'll adjust and it'll kind of digress because regress?
Hey, good job.
It'll kind of regress because of the fact that Sacramento doesn't have Embiid as a backbone or a Matisse Thybulle or
They do
Danny
have.
Green.
Rashawn Holmes is not Embiid, but
Yeah.
he is a good defender. The Kings were one of the worst defenses in the league last year.
Yeah.
If Ben Simmons is on Sacramento, they become a top 18 defense in the league.
It's tough.
All right, I'm telling you right now, Ben is top 10. I'm telling you right now, he is. So, obvious ones ahead of him. Steph, you have Chris Paul, probably, Trae Young, Damian Lillard, Kyrie. Is Kyrie a point guard? Or
No,
we
we'll just
say?
you can put him in because if it's not Kyrie, it's Harden.
Okay, so regardless, sure. John Morant,
I think John Murray is better than Ben.
that's close. I
You
think.
didn't say Luka. Luka's a point guard.
Okay, I'll give you Luka. I'd rather give Luka over John Morant right now. I feel
So
like
Ja Morant's
that's
in-
in
Both are
question. That's in
Both are better.
So that's 7.
Drew Holiday.
Yes.
Okay,
8,
De'Aaron Fox.
9.
Now this is where.
It gets tricky.
So it's Ben LaMelo. And
I
then
mean, that's close. If we're going by ceiling, then I
ceiling,
think
no,
we're going
I'm with
low.
you.
Yeah.
But right now, I feel like I'm right now. Future, I'm going LaMelo. I'm not
Wait,
down.
Russell Westbrook and Ben Simmons.
I'm going.
You're going what?
Westbrook is better.
I'm going
That's
Westbrook.
10 point guards. Like I said, that's 10 already.
Yeah, but it'd be
No.
9-10. It's 9-10. So the two available slots,
No.
it's 9, 10,
You
11
said-
between the three.
You said Steph. You said Trey. You said we said Ja.
Mhm.
We said Kyrie. We said Luka. That's 5.
Okay.
We said Dame. We said who else? Damn, I forgot already.
Chris Paul,
Chris Paul 8.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday 9. And we didn't say 9.
Did we name all these guys? Did we say?
Westbrook 9.
If you want to put Shea as a point guard, he's there too.
I'm gonna take Ben over Shai.
I'm done.
What the hell?
I'm done with this conversation. Come on, you see what I'm talking about, bro?
Shai's done nothing of winning
Nah, come
sorts. Like he's got good numbers, sure, but of winner.
They made the playoffs with CP3, bro.
Yeah, with CP3, who is an actual top 5 point guard.
Shea averaged 18 in that series.
He had a good.
They were 16 and 19 when he played, and they really weren't supposed to be 16 and 19. Let's be honest.
Say that one more time.
They were 16 and 19 when he
You're
played.
saying,
The,
okay,
the
Wait, so
Thunder.
wait, Shea doesn't get any. Wait, hold up.
No.
First of all, Shea's sophomore season in OKC, the best player is Chris Paul. They make the playoffs. Shea is the second best player on that team, undoubtedly.
Yep.
Mhm.
What is Ben to Philly? The second best player on their team.
Wait,
So-
that's a debatable.
Because Tobias,
Yeah.
I get it. So Ben is the second or third best
Ben's better
player
than
on the
Tobias
Right
team.
now, no.
Oh my God.
So Drew, what you're telling me is that Shea gets no credit for OKC making the
I'm
playoffs,
not
but
saying
Ben gets
that.
credit.
I'm not saying that at all.
Ben gets credit for playing winning basketball, but Shea doesn't. Even though in the second year he was the second best player on a playoff team, and in his rookie season he was a huge part as a rookie to that Clippers team that shocked the world and made the playoffs too.
So then, in a chance to prove that he's actually like that,
And as the
he
best
didn't
player
have
on
a
the
winning
team,
record.
when he was healthy, they were 16 and 19, and they were
But that's-
6 and
is
30.
that, again,
they were
is that a
si-
winning record?
They were 6 and 31 without him.
Yeah, they're not a
They're
good
in the
team
West.
overall.
16 and
but
19 in the
16 and
West.
19 with them,
Yeah,
6
they're
and
very
31 without him.
competitive.
But 16 and 19,
You trade both of them out.
With
What were
Ben-
they going to be with Ben Simmons?
Well, back to my argument with Embiid out and Ben Simmons being the leader on that team.
They were at 500 at least.
No, they were not 500 at all. They had a losing record actually.
They were like 9-11, right?
9-11, yeah.
Okay.
Or it was 10-12, one of those.
Yeah.
Let's see.
They were 2 games. I know they were like 2-3 games under 500, which is hilarious because so was Shy. But whatever.
And Philly has a better roster.
Yeah, so it's like crazy to me how you just like tried to flip that. I can't believe you just said Ben is better than.
Yeah, he's
SGA.
not better than Shea.
That's 10. And Fox was it? 11.
I said Fox.
No, I did the list over. Fox is 11. 11. I told you we might be able to name 15.
Since the Kings don't want to make Tyrese available, do you think they take a trade with Buddy Hield and Davion Mitchell? Because, for example, the Wolves want to trade for Ben, but I don't think D'Lo is going to be in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
That means the deal has to be centered around Malik Beasley. If you're going to get Malik Beasley, you might as well just get Buddy Hield because I think Hield is better.
And Mitchell, because you can't get Pat Bev.
No, Davion Mitchell and Buddy Hield you're getting the defense aspect of the two. You're getting the 3-point shooting, which essentially is what Philadelphia needs. You're still getting the replacement point guard in Davion Mitchell. Davion Mitchell's got his ways to go offensively, but he still has an offensive game. He's got a decent jump shot to him. I think he still needs to be more consistent in that aspect. But for overall packages of like what the Sixers need right now, that Davion Buddy Hield sounds perfect to me.
If I'm Philly, I'm trying to get Marvin Bagley.
Really?
Yeah.
The pair with Embiid? And Drummond's there?
Well, who cares about Drummond? We know he's a rental for 1 year.
Why would you talk to me about that? Elaborate on that.
I just think that Marvin Bagley still has a lot of untapped potential.
You think he'll get it in Philly?
I don't know if he'll get it in Philly, but I think like Evan, he has an Evan Mobley-like play style. Not on defense, but on offense, definitely does an inside-out game. His rookie season was his best year. When Luke Walton got there, his development was completely struck, kind of like Jim Boylan with Lauri Markkanen. I think in Philly, playing with Embiid can help him a lot. And right now, they kind of need a 4. Like, if they want to go back to old school, having a tall lineup, you could have Embiid, Bagley, Harris at the 3, Seth or Green at the 2, and then Davion at the 1 if they do get Davion from the Kings. I just think Marvin Bagley could revive his career.
You're saying Bagley over Hield? I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
if I'm Philly, I'm trying to milk
I get all 3.
Mitchell,
I would say
and
all
Bagley.
because then Hield.
Because
would
if you're not
start
giving me
over,
Tyrese, you have to give me a guy who has a lot of potential. And I think Philly, the thing about Philly is that what they don't want to be is stuck. If they go out and they get a player like CJ McCollum for Ben, for example, now you have a time period where you can win with Embiid. But if you get Bagley, now you have youth. Right now, if they trade Ben Simmons, they won't have a lot of youth that has star potential. Davion Mitchell, I like him, but he's 20. He's going to be 23 by the time the season starts. He's not going to be a star. He's going to be a solid player in the NBA. And if you're trading Ben, you can't just have that, even if it's with Buddy Hield, because we know Buddy Hield has a tendency to be disappear. A diva,
that too.
to want to get more shots, to call out the coach, all this other stuff. So I'm going to try to get Marvin Bagley and see if he can become a star with Philly. That's what I try to do.
Picks need to be involved, in my opinion, too, but that's definitely a good starting point.
I feel like I
think picks for Philly.
Yeah. For sure.
If I'm the Kings and I'm trading Bagley, Hield, and Davion,
need Ben in a couple of them things.
I don't know.
Because if Hield is leaving, that means Fox, Hallie are my starting 1 and 2. Ben is my starting 4. Rashawn Holmes 5, and Harrison Barnes at the 3.
I think that's solid.
It is, but even though the bench takes a huge hit.
That's
well, Barnes is on the bench.
No, Barnes would be
you
the
want to
3.
start.
No, Barnes is a starter right now.
Oh man. Well,
if you trade Bagley,
you start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. But
that's why if you can trade Tyrese, you can still have Ben and Hield and Davion and maybe Bagley still and that depth.
Oh damn. I don't know, bro. Ben is a weird guy, man. He said he wants to play in LA.
He says he wants to play in Cali. 3 Cali teams.
It's 4, actually.
Well, he said he wants to play in one of the 3 Cali teams of his choice. So
what was
I'm guessing
it's LA, Golden State.
I'm guessing
it's not the Lakers.
I think it's Sacramento, actually. I think it's Sacramento, Golden State.
He said he actually does want to go to Minnesota.
Okay. I think it's Sacramento, Golden State, and the Clippers.
Has to be.
Then you said the 3
Cali.
There's 4 Cali teams.
I know,
but he said he wants to go to one of his 3 Cali teams.
Oh,
he's eyeing 3 Cali teams.
Okay.
I don't think the Lakers.
I think he really wants to go to Golden State.
That would be the best for him, but Draymond just means so much to that team. And I think
they can give Ben up. They can give they can get Ben without giving Draymond up.
Yeah, but then it makes no sense to have Draymond and Ben.
Offensively, yeah, doesn't.
I would-
Defensively, though.
Defensively, that would be a problem.